Act. The Stamp Act was an act of the Parliament of Great Britain that imposed a direct tax on the colonies of British America and required that many printed materials in the colonies be produced on stamp paper produced in London.
The French and Indian War, also known as the 7-Year War, marked a long imperial struggle between Britain and France. The war was a conflict between American colonists and the French over control of the Ohio Valley.
Good morning, I'm Kieran reporting live from Boston on the need for taxes. Britain has decided to tax all the colonists on what they sell us. They think it will help them pay off the debt they have from helping us win the war. These taxes are unfair and very expensive.
Hello, this is Antonio Crawford reporting from Tea Party Talk It Over. Today's focus is on the Sugar Acts, who discouraged colonies, merchants, and manufacturers from smuggling non-British goods to avoid taxes imposed.
Things are getting tense here in Boston as the civilians are being caught in the middle of a conflict between the Britons and the colonies. The Boston Massacre was a street fight that occurred on March 5th, 1770 between a patriot mob throwing snowball stones and sticks at a squad of British soldiers.
Colonists dressed up as Indians and snuck on the British ships and threw all the tea into the harbor.
Who generally consider themselves loyal British citizens, asserting rightful constitutional claims that had been previously established through their colony charters or contracts.
Good morning, this is Eric Parker reporting for Tea Party Talk It Over. I am reporting live from Philadelphia on the Continental Congress that began in first momentous step of declaring America's independence from Britain.
Hello, this is Gary reporting just in the Intolerable Acts. Britain has just sent over new laws to punish Massachusetts. The acts are taking away Massachusetts' self-government and historic rights, triggering outrage and resistance in the 13 colonies. Citizens of Boston not only view this act as unnecessary, but a cruel punishment.
The Colonial Army is getting ready for a battle. I took the liberty of talking to the general before. He said they have left some battles in the past, but now they have the people behind them. I have a good feeling about this fight.
The Olive Branch Petition is the last effort for American colonists to make peace with the British king, but the king refused to even look at it.
This is Caleb Lou from the Tea Party Talk It Over. First up, we'll be speaking on the importance of militias. The colonies would not be where they are if there were no militias. Militias are controlled from the state they are from. Militias are made up of trained citizens, and they only fight when they are needed.
Minutemen are some of the first people to fight the British for independence. They are under the command of Captain John Parker and Colonel James Barrett. The messengers were Paul Revere and William Dawes. The effects of Minutemen on the colonies was that they got news around fast and they were able to defend against the British.
We're going to talk about the Troys. In the year between 1764 and 1766, American totally become a nation. Before, American had been a cause of community.
These are just some of the many names that patriots call people that are members of the Loyalists.
Good morning. This is Serena Thompson reporting from Tea Party Talk It Over. I am reporting live from Boston the Lexington and Concord battles that occurred last night. British men were forced to move from Boston to Lexington and Concord to destroy the colonists' military supplies and arrest revolutionists. Things are tense here in Boston after Paul Revere and William Dawes rode through the town at midnight and warned people that the British were coming.
Things are getting intense here as Revere makes his way through Lexington and almost to Concord to warn the Patriots there is British advance from Boston City.
Early yesterday morning, British gunships started the day off with a bang. The British gunships fired volleys of cannon shot into the hastily erected breastworks thrown up by Colonel William Prescott's men. The new Colonial Army held its ground and under Prescott's command kept control of the hill, at least for a while. The British threw three vicious frontal attacks at the colonists' doorstep on the hill. The colonists stymied the first two attacks, inflicting massive casualties but not suffering many of their own. The British, led by Major General Howe, finally captured the hill on their third, desperate, and final assault. In all, the colonists suffered only 400 to 600 casualties according to the estimates. The British suffered 1,000 casualties, almost 300 of them dead, in just 3 hours. All of this happening just outside of Boston. The colonists may have lost the hill, but the spirit of revolution has never been higher. The colonists now realize that they can stand up to the mighty British Empire and take their freedom back.
I'm reporting live Boston on 13 ABC. These things are 10 in Boston.
For Tea Party Talk It Over, I am reporting live from Boston on Thomas Jefferson and what he did during his life and how he wrote the Declaration of Independence.
Passed a law called the Sugar Act, which would help to raise money for the British troops stationed in America. It forced the colonists to buy only English sugar and molasses by placing heavy taxes on products from other countries. It has also placed laws called the Intolerable Acts on the colonists.
Things were getting tense here in Philadelphia as the Declaration of Independence was being written and signed. Thomas Jefferson wrote this, declaring freedom of the 13 American colonies from Britain.
This is Danny Bryan reporting for the Tea Party Talk It Over on the preamble. The preamble is a brief introductory statement to the Declaration of Independence's fundamental purposes and guiding principles. This document stated that the colonies were separated from Britain and the reasons why they were doing so.
Currently, representatives are signing the Resolution of Independence. The representatives of colonies are signing this document to show that we are free from all the Britain's rule.